Good morning, my dear friend. How are you today? How well did you sleep last night? Perhaps your body found rest beneath the quiet of the night, but was your mind truly at peace? Did your thoughts wander in the stillness, chasing after unfinished tasks, unresolved worries, or the weight of burdens carried too long? I know how it feels, those moments when your heart feels heavy with what's still undone, with the promises you've yet to fulfill, or the fears that rise in the dark. But now, the morning has come, bringing with it a new gift, the opportunity to start again, to lay down your concerns at the feet of the one who is more than capable of carrying them for you. Take a deep breath, my friend. You are awake and the day is unfolding before you. And in this moment, something holy is waiting to embrace you, waiting for you to hear it, to receive it. It's not a distant promise, a far-off hope, or a fleeting wish. It's here. It's now. It's the presence of the shepherd. He is not just an abstract idea, a mere symbol in the scripture. He is present right now beside you. He is more than a concept to study or discuss. He is a person to know, to walk with, to trust. Psalm 23 isn't just a beautiful psalm written by David. It is, in its purest form, a love letter from God. A love letter written just for you, a love letter that reminds you that you are not alone, no matter what lies ahead today. He doesn't just see your name from afar. He calls you by name. He knows you. He knows your struggles, your heartaches, your fears. And more than that, he is walking beside you. Psalm 23 opens with a bold declaration that isn't meant to be a passive suggestion but a firm truth to root your heart in today. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. Not, I might lack nothing, but, I lack nothing. Do you hear the difference, friend? This isn't just a nice sentiment. It is a declaration. It is the establishment of a new identity, a new way of living. The truth here isn't that you lack nothing because you've somehow mastered life. It's because of who your shepherd is. It's because he is with you, guiding you, providing for you. You don't lack anything, not because of what you've earned or what you possess, but because of his presence in your life. It's easy to feel as though something is always missing, isn't it? We chase after more peace, more joy, more success, more recognition. We listen to the world's promises of what we need to find fulfillment. But the world's promises are empty. They lead only to more chasing and never to lasting satisfaction. This is why David's words in Psalm 23 are so powerful. They break apart the lies that tell you you're missing something. They declare that you are complete in him, that he has already provided everything you truly need. You lack nothing, not because you've achieved perfection but because your shepherd is perfect. He is your provider, your protector, your guide. And when he is with you, you are complete. Let these words settle deep in your spirit. I lack nothing. Not because you have everything you've ever wanted, but because you have everything you truly need in him. In the arms of the shepherd you lack nothing. And now, let us look deeper into Psalm 23 verses 2 to 3, which speaks about the shepherd's tender care. It says, He makes me lie down in green pastures, He leads me beside still waters, He restores my soul. The imagery here is incredibly rich: green pastures, still waters, and soul restoration. It's not a picture of hurried motion, constant striving, or overwhelming pressure. It's a picture of peace, of stillness, of restoration. Can you imagine it? In a world that's constantly pushing you to do more, achieve more, and be more, this is the shepherd who calls you to stop and rest. He doesn't lead you to rush. He leads you beside still waters. He brings you to green pastures, places where you can truly breathe and find rest. He restores your soul. Have you ever felt like something in your soul was broken? Have you ever felt as though joy just slipped away, like a fading light that you can't quite grasp? Have you ever woken up tired, not just physically but deep in your spirit? The emotional and spiritual exhaustion that comes when life takes its toll. God sees that. He sees that weariness, that ache in your heart. He doesn't turn away from it. He responds with healing. The Hebrew word used for restore here paints a powerful picture. It means to turn back, to return something to its original strength, to restore it to its former beauty. It's not a patch-up job or a quick fix. It's a full restoration. It's a process of rebuilding something that's been broken, renewing something that's been worn out. Have you ever experienced that kind of restoration? Maybe it wasn't a dramatic moment, but a quiet one. A moment when you felt, almost imperceptibly, that God was breathing life into you again. That's what it means when He restores your soul. It's a gentle healing, a deep renewal. When you are weary, when you are worn, when you are broken, He restores you. He doesn't abandon you in your pain. He comes close. He doesn't scold you for being tired. He doesn't push you harder. Instead, He offers rest. He offers healing. He offers restoration. In 1 Kings 19 we find the story of Elijah, who had been through so much. He was weary, afraid, and feeling like his life was falling apart. What did God do for him? He didn't rebuke him. He didn't tell him to get it together. God fed him, gave him rest, and spoke to him in a gentle whisper. That is restoration, my friend. That is how God cares for us, gently, patiently, and with deep love. Elijah wasn't shamed for being tired. He was tenderly cared for, nourished, and restored. And just as God restored Elijah, He restores you. Your soul is not beyond repair. You are not beyond hope. The shepherd is with you, and He is committed to your restoration. This isn't just about getting by. It's about being made whole again. It's about the shepherd who sees your brokenness and calls you back to strength. He leads you back to peace, back to hope, and He guides you gently through the journey of healing. When you feel cracked and broken, when your spirit feels heavy and your heart weary, remember this. The shepherd is not just watching from a distance. He is with you, walking beside you and restoring you. The story isn't over. He is still at work in your life, and He will see you through this journey of healing. As we continue to reflect on Psalm 23, verse 4 says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." This is one of the most powerful verses in all of Scripture because it acknowledges something that is often glossed over in our faith journey: the valleys we walk through. Valleys are real. You're not imagining them. You're not weak for feeling their weight. There are valleys of grief, valleys of doubt, valleys of fear, valleys of pain, and valleys of loss. The valley of the shadow of death is not just a metaphor for something that might happen one day. It's something we encounter in life. But here's the powerful truth: the valley does not define you. The shepherd does. He is with you in the valley. And because He is with you, you do not need to fear. Fear has no voice in the valley when the shepherd is near. In those moments when you walk through the darkest places, you may feel alone. You may feel as though you're walking through a dark tunnel with no end in sight. But the shepherd is walking beside you. He is not leading you into the valley to leave you there. He is walking through it with you step by step. His presence in the valley is not just a passive presence. It is protective. His rod and staff are not just tools of comfort. They are weapons of protection. The rod is used to defend against enemies, to ward off danger. The staff is used to guide, to pull you back when you stray, to lead you along the right path. These tools are tangible signs of His active care for you. And as you walk through the valley, remember this: the valley is not permanent. The shepherd is leading you through it, not leaving you there. You will pass through it. The valley of the shadow of death is not your destination. It's just part of the journey. And with each step you take, the shepherd is right beside you, providing, protecting, and guiding you. So, when you feel afraid, when you feel lost, when you're not sure how you will make it through, remember, the shepherd is with you. You are not alone. His presence is your assurance, your protection, and your guide. The valley is temporary, but the shepherd's love for you is eternal. Let's now reflect on Psalm 23 verse 5, where David says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." Take a moment to absorb that truth. This verse invites us into a paradox, doesn't it? The table is not set in a quiet, peaceful place where there is no opposition. No, it's set right in front of the very enemies that tried to destroy you, that tried to break you. The enemies that have loomed over your life, whether in the form of fear, pain, betrayal, or even your own insecurities, they are still there, but in this moment they are mere witnesses. You see, God doesn't rush to remove all opposition. He doesn't promise that life will be free of struggles, but what He does promise is something far more powerful. He promises His presence with you in the middle of it all. And with His presence comes His peace. He doesn't just protect you from the enemy, He prepares a feast in front of it. The table represents more than just sustenance. It represents intimacy, fellowship, and celebration. In biblical times, sharing a meal together was a powerful symbol of unity and covenant. When God prepares a table for you, it's not a rushed meal eaten in fear, but a leisurely, sacred moment of rest and refreshment. It's an invitation to be nourished in the presence of the very things that sought to harm you. Think of it this way: even in the midst of chaos, God invites you to sit down, to rest, to feast. This is a picture of divine honor, of God placing His favor upon you, even when the world around you is filled with turmoil. He anoints your head with oil, a symbol of blessing and restoration. He anoints you not because you've earned it, but because of His unfailing love for you. In the presence of your enemies, you are not defeated. You are celebrated. You are honored. And while the world may try to label you as broken, unwanted, or unworthy, the shepherd sees you as his beloved. The table is set, and it is for you. Think about Joseph in Genesis. His brothers betrayed him, sold him into slavery, and falsely accused him. Yet, when God's timing was right, Joseph found himself honored, restored, and dining in Pharaoh's court. The very ones who had tried to destroy him were now witnesses to his elevation. And Joseph's story didn't end in prison. It ended in glory, in God's divine vindication. That's what God does for us. He doesn't forget us in our pain. He sees the suffering, the wounds, and the betrayal, and He promises to restore us in front of our enemies. He lifts our heads and fills our hearts with hope. The same God who prepared a feast for Joseph will prepare one for you, right in front of the opposition you face. And so, as you sit at that table, don't just focus on the enemies surrounding you. Focus on the shepherd who has prepared it for you. He sees you. He knows your heartaches. And He is responding with love, not vengeance. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are seated at a table He has set for you. Let's now reflect on Psalm 23 verse 6, which ends with a beautiful assurance: "Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Let this truth sink in deeply. God's goodness and mercy are not just things you hope for. They are things that actively chase after you. Did you hear that? They chase you. The word follow here is not passive. It's not like a casual observer tagging along behind you. The word follow in the Hebrew is rada, which means to chase down, to pursue with purpose. God's goodness and mercy are not sitting idle, waiting for you to find them. They are actively seeking you out, following you with purpose, ensuring that no matter where you go, you are covered by His love. Some of us may struggle to believe this because of how we've been conditioned to think. We've been taught to chase after success, after approval, after the next big thing. But Psalm 23 flips that narrative. It tells us that God's goodness is what chases us. It follows us relentlessly, even when we feel unworthy, when we feel distant, when we feel like we've messed up. And let's be clear about something. God's goodness isn't based on your performance. It's not conditional. You don't have to do anything to earn it. It follows you simply because it's who God is. He is good, and His goodness is always pursuing you. Even when you feel far from Him, even when you're deep in your struggles, His goodness is still chasing after you. His mercy does the same. Mercy is God withholding the punishment you deserve. Mercy is His forgiveness when you feel like you've failed. Mercy is His grace when you feel like you've missed the mark. And just like His goodness, His mercy follows you. It's always there, even when you think you've run too far for it to catch up. There is no place you can go, no valley too deep, no mistake too great, where His goodness and mercy won't follow you. They are as near as the shepherd who leads you. Think about the depth of this promise. God's goodness doesn't just show up occasionally or when you're at your best. It follows you day in and day out, through every season of life, no matter how difficult or painful. His mercy never leaves you. This doesn't just speak of a past event or a future hope. This speaks of your present reality. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. His goodness and mercy are chasing you right now. His love for you is constant, unwavering, and unshakable. And when this truth settles into your heart, when you let it sink deeply into your soul, it changes everything. It changes the way you see yourself. It changes the way you see your circumstances. You are not defined by your mistakes, your weaknesses, or your struggles. You are defined by the goodness and mercy of God that are following you, pursuing you, and holding you close. Finally, David says, "I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." What does it mean to dwell in the house of the Lord? To dwell means to stay, to abide, to live. It's not a fleeting visit or a passing stop. It's a permanent residence. God invites us to live in His presence, not just for a moment, not just for a season, but forever. His house is not just a distant future reality. His house is now. His presence is available to you in this moment, in every moment. And one day, you will dwell with him forever in his perfect presence. When David speaks of dwelling in the house of the Lord, he's not talking about a physical structure. He's talking about the intimate, personal relationship that God offers. God's presence isn't a place we visit occasionally. It's a place we inhabit. You don't have to wait until heaven to experience this truth. Heaven has already begun in your relationship with the Shepherd. You are invited to live in his presence now, to be surrounded by his love, his peace, and his mercy today. And as you live in his presence, he transforms you. He shapes you. He makes you more like him. His love changes the way you see yourself and the world around you. It heals your wounds. It strengthens your faith. It renews your spirit. So today, my friend, as you stand in the light of this truth, remember, you are not wandering. You are not lost. You are being led by the Shepherd who knows your name, who calls you beloved, and who pursues you with a love that will never let you go. There is no shadow too dark, no mountain too high, no valley too deep that his presence will not follow you through. The road may seem uncertain at times, the winds may howl, and the storms may rage, but remember, in the center of it all, there is peace. Today you are not just surviving, you are living. And with every step, you walk in the grace and strength of the one who is always beside you, always within you. Let this truth carry you through the rest of your day. You are loved beyond measure, restored beyond recognition, and never alone. As you go about your day, let your steps be filled with his peace. Let your words reflect his love. Let your heart beat in rhythm with the Shepherd's call. And when the noise of the world grows too loud, remember, he whispers peace. So walk boldly, my friend. You are not just any traveler. You are a beloved child, a chosen one, a warrior of light. And as you walk through the world today, remember, his goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life. And one day we will dwell with him forever. If this has touched your heart, type Amen, and share this message of hope with someone who needs it today.